What up, y'all? It's your boy checking in for Black Truth News, blacktruth.net. I am the MC/journalist, Bear Grizzly, Gerard Horton. Hope everyone is well, peaceful, and prosperous out there today. Before anything, please follow us on YouTube at Black Truth Television. Subscribe, hit the notification bell in order so you can get new videos and check it out when we drop it. I just want to give a quick review about Nas's new album, King Disease II, which dropped a couple weeks ago. I listened to it a few times before I wanted to give my review, state my opinions on it. It has 15 tracks on there. I think Hit Boy has done all the production on there. Out of those 15 songs, 8 or 9 really stood out to me. The whole album is decent, but 8 or 9 of the tracks I was like, I'm really feeling it. He has features from various people. The production is solid. Lyrically, Nas is still on point. He has Eminem on there, EPMD, Blast, Charlie Wilson, A Boogie with the Hoodie, YG, and Lauryn Hill. Towards the middle of the album is where I was like, okay, I'm feeling this. When YKTV came on, which features A Boogie with the Hoodie and YG, I think the album picked up momentum. And just to stick with that point for a second, King Disease I and King Disease II, what I noticed is that Nas, when he gets features from younger artists or newer artists, it's a little bit more energy with the song. I think it's a different perspective. He has a tendency with his albums to be a little bit melodic. It becomes a little bit lethargic. It becomes a little bit redundant. The beats are not really, all over the place, I should say, or maybe diverse as other albums. So it kind of be like, okay. So you just end up listening to it as opposed to really like giving you the head nod factor. So to have those young artists or newer artists on there, I think they inject an energy and give momentum to the album. And I think that's what happened at this album. When it first came on, the Death Row East, I mean, it's something that you really listen to. It's not something that you be like, oh, okay. For those people that's from that era, it was good to hear Nas talk about it, but it was just like he was just talking. It wasn't like he was really spitting on there. The standout on the album for me was Nobody with Lauryn Hill, and I thought it was just dope. I think they did a good job of not necessarily reintroducing her to the world, but just giving us that breath of fresh air where the people who grew up listening to Lauryn Hill, listening to Nas during that era was like, okay, this is what we've been missing. And she was spitting on there. I think that was the pinnacle of the album. It was definitely, if you wasn't on the internet and you wasn't expecting it, or you didn't know she was gonna come on to hear her voice and actually hear something new from her, you was like, oh, okay, this what's up. And it was just this dope. And I think the album, after that point, stayed steady. I like Brunch on Sunday. I like Composure. It was a good album. I think it was better than average. I think it was better than King Disease I, to be honest with you. Better than average, I'd give it a C+ or a B-. Like I said, I listened to it a few times, so it's definitely something that I will listen to it again. Probably not in its entirety. I will pick and choose the songs on there that I really like and go with that. But overall, I think he did a good job with that. I think he did a good job of feeding the people who grew up with him and grew up on him the stuff they've been missing. I think the content was good. It was a good album. So shout out to Nas for that. Shout out to Hit Boy. Like I said, the production was solid. It wasn't overwhelming. It wasn't excellent. It wasn't like something that you never heard before, but it was something that was fitting for Nas and the way he gets down. And I think that was a good thing. So, like overall, like I said, I give it a strong C+, maybe a B-, because, out of 15 songs, if you get 9 of them right, maybe 10, he was in that range, 8 to 10. That was dope. So what do you guys think about the album? Did you like it? Did you think he could have did better? Do you thought it was a classic? Let me know. Let me know what's up with it. Let me know how you feel about it. Let me know you know, the things he could have improved on, you know, the things he could have changed, and we'll go from there. So thanks for checking out the video. The Eminem verse. I wanted to talk about that because I was like, wow, you know, Eminem lately, he gets a lot of flack. I ain't gonna say a lot of flack, but there's a lot of people who, speak their truth about him. Like, man, I don't really buy. And I'm one of those people who be like, I'm not an Eminem fan, but I think I respect him lyrically, and I think he's super dope. And I think that's the overall. I'm not gonna say overall, but I think some people really feel that, especially hip hop heads, black hip hop heads or whatever, who don't really vibe with some of his content. But when you hear him, you can't deny that the kid be spitting. But when I listened to it, I was like, oh, he really doing this thing on this verse. His wordplay, his flow was very dope on that. But I didn't really, like I said, it was just something you listen to, like it was like a cypher song. EPMD was a little bit offbeat a little bit. Dare I say that? Dare I say that it was a little bit offbeat, but yeah, I mean, it was pretty dope, man. It was a pretty dope album, and I enjoyed it, I enjoyed the album. So yeah, I hope you guys like the album also. Please give your comments, leave it below, and thanks for checking it out. 2 fingers up for victory. I'm out.